That Jiggy better remember us forever. We went through lots of burned beaks to get you. So you treasure us forever. Alright, what is that? The wrong way. You always end up going the wrong way when you play racing games. It was some really stupid racing game I played before. And sometimes when almost every time you play a racing game, if you go the wrong way, it'll indicate to that somehow. Like a thing will pop up that says wrong way or something. I played some game a long time ago, and if you went the wrong way in the racing game, this like narrator would say like, "Turn around! You're going the wrong way!" It was so stupid, but I don't really remember what it was. Somebody will probably remember it, but... Actually, no, let me go up this little area first. Yeah, because I think there's a little goodie up here. Yeah, another one of these stupid rocks. And I hear a help, so that means... Oh my god. You are the only white Jinjo. Or are you... You're pinkish, actually. Look at that! We got the only white Jinjo. That family is complete. So he's a single guy. He's a lone wolf. Got his own apartment one day and said, you know what? This is all I need. And this is all I will ever need. Or maybe his wife died or something. I don't know. Jinjos are capable of dying, hence the Gray family, so I don't want to rule that out entirely. But we'll just pretend like nothing happened. Alright, welcome to Mumbo's Skull. And this is World 2. I talked about this a little bit, kind of like with Jiggy Wiggy's temple, but no, don't peck his face, talk to him. God. Alright, so, as you can see, this dialogue is pretty much, it's like the exact same thing. In every world, when you come here and talk to Mumbo, you're going to get like the same exact dialogue. So this is World 2, so I figured I'd show it again just for a second time around. But by like World 3 and on, I'm probably just going to enter the hut and then like cut to where I'm now Mumbo. Because there's no sense watching and listening to this dialogue every single time. I just wanted to do that. Anyway. So now we need Mumbo's help, because we need all the help we can get from our 3-feathered head friend here. Alright, does a little straddle as he walks out. So Mumbo's going to help us a little bit. First one is near the train station. I believe I have all the areas accessible, so it's not like there's a rock in my way or some crap like that. I think Mumbo can just do his thing. So we should be good. First order of business is in here. I think somewhere around here. One of these boxes. There it is an extra honeycomb piece. And, oh my god, shovels are attacking. Wow. What a world we live in. I hope this works too, man. Or else this journey was for nothing. And we have the ability to levitate in this world. Because as I talked about before, every world Mumbo's magic is going to be a little different. He never uses a spell that he had before. Mumbo likes to do things a little different. If you have the ability to do magic, don't limit it to something. It's like the stupid gym leaders in Pokemon. Like, why would you only have rock types? How boring can your life get? The champions know how to do it. They have variety. Alright, so we have revived the train. What in the freaking heck was that? I don't know what just happened there. But Mumbo can't go inside the train, so... Are you blind? Chuffy is right in front of you. But, yeah. What does that mean? Nah, we'll find out later. Oh no, the shovel respawned. He will have his revenge. Of revenge. Extra revenge. Because the fact that he was a bad guy in the first place was probably some form of revenge for being used to dig holes his whole life. But now he's coming back and getting revenge for being killed, so... Alright, so... I realize I say that a lot. I want to stop saying that all the time. I have to rewatch my videos all the time for reference when I'm editing them and all that. And I realize I say Alright, so... Like, I say that a lot. I don't know, I don't like saying things constantly, because it just sounds like a broken record kind of thing. I guess people have, like, quotes and reoccurring things they say all the time, but... Nah, whatever. Anyway. I say anyway a lot, too. I do that, like... what is that, anyway? I always say it like that. But now we're talking about nothing, so... Dang it, my stupid laptop keeps fading to black. Doing that standby thing. I don't want it to do that, but... Oh, good lord. Good thing we landed in the water, though. Like I said, I don't know what it is, I have such a hard time navigating around this level. Are we, like, right back to where we were now? Dadgummit. I'll figure it out. Which was an old show on Nickelodeon. Where kids did cool things, sort of. Alright, so... Yeah, see, I did it again! God, shut up, you idiot. I need to find a shed. Shed some light. If only someone would, then I'd be able to find this place. No, it's right there. There it is. Go to the world entrance, and then follow that. And look at that, we've got a giant rock again. Wait a minute, what? Oh, never mind. So see, what a slap in Grunny's face. Mumbo could have done this the whole time and Grunny would have been freed like 2 years ago. Good thing we didn't upset Mumbo and turn him against us. I'm not sure what this weird language like translates to. Like, move a rock or something. I don't know. So we turn the rock green and we put it inside the crushing shed. You can do this kind of in any order, really. Notice we set the rock in there and then nothing happened. That's because I haven't gone here with Banjo and Kazooie yet to do anything, so... Yeehaw, yeah, you know what? Die, you walking cactus, whatever the hell you are. Anyway, I don't think we can go up the slippery slope as much. Nah. You are useless. Anyway. So I think that about does it for Mumbo, unfortunately. But he will serve many adventures later. Alright, so let's go in and get our pals again. Feathers. Mumbo has 3 red feathers stuck in his head. Don't be sad. You get to sit in your chair again. You've had a hard day of zapping stuff. Levitating rocks. Why don't you teach us, Mumbo? Teach us everything you know. No, don't do that. Never teach someone everything you know. Because then you might not be necessary anymore. They might turn against you and kill you, and then... Because it's like they don't need you anymore. They acquired all the knowledge they need. You don't need 2 of the people. That's just my grim way of thinking. But alright, so we're here in the crushing shed. As you can see, it's just incredibly inviting. Yeah, let's, of course, you kind of see this little bit of light, and you can see the darkness from the shadow of the crushers. So that gives you an idea of where to stand and where not to stand. So wait for it to come down, and then walk forward. And we have a nice switch. Press it. You bet. As you can see, that stopped the crushers, but it activated this turny spike thing. Whatever it's called. Grinder, I guess. That slowly moves the boulder to its imminent death. Why prolong the inevitable? Ugh, ouch. That's just cruel. Can you feel the rock's pain? No. No one cares about rocks. Does anybody care about rocks? There's always something that a group of people are protective over. There's people who are crazy about animal rights. There's people who don't want to see trees get cut down. No one cares about poor rocks. I've never seen a group of people, like, protesting, like, don't use these rocks to fuel your things. They have feelings. I don't know. Poor rocks. Maybe I'll start doing that. You know, no one protests that coal is being used for trains or anything like that. What in the world is this? Oh, we got our No, we didn't. Okay. Thought we got our next Jiggy, but... Dude! Well, that's one way to do things. Okay, I guess we don't have our next Jiggy. We've got pieces and pieces, and... There we go. So that rock, or boulder, contained a Jiggy. And it crushed it into 3 big pieces. But after collecting the 3 pieces, we now have our Jiggy, so... That's an interesting way of doing things. Anyway. Dude, I saw your hat, okay? You think you're hiding? I mean, really? Every enemy has their disadvantages. So now here's our next area. Oh, God. Yuck. Toxic gas cave. As you can see by the bubbles, we do not have much time here. Need to hurry up. And the poor Jinjo. God, these Jinjos. You know, you can get out of here anytime. Alright, so there's our last honeycomb piece. There's our first brown Jinjo, I think. Looked kind of orangish, but I believe that's what it was. I believe it was the brown one. Alright. Takes care of that. Kind of playing this by ear a little bit. Not really sure where to go next. I think I know one Jiggy I can get. Kind of just doing these in a random order, but... whatever. Alright, so if we go to the right here, got 2 boxes. Hit that one, and our running shoes! Conveniently just sitting there for us. I used to have a pair of shoes that looked like the running shoes. Had them when I was in about the 6th grade, and even when I outgrew them, I didn't want to, like, throw them away or donate them or anything, because I liked them so much, because I think even in the back of my mind, I felt like I could run faster when I wore them. I don't know if bottles or jam jars or anyone ever explains this, but yeah, as you can see, running shoes allow you to be Jesus, basically. Run on the water. Like smoke on the water. I don't know if he ever says that. I'll have to look. I don't think he does. I don't think he says you also can run on water. I guess he figured that'd be better to discover. Some things are better for discovery's sake. Alright, so this leads us to the waterfall cavern. Yeah, it could have been worse. There could have been spiky rocks down here to our death. There's always the dilemma where the characters are going to go down a waterfall. And there we go, our next Jiggy.